Good day, everybody. Today's instruction will be in how to install Singularity on your computer. Some of the steps I've already done, and I'm just going to show you how I did it. I suggest everybody to look at this video first and then go back and do it again, and you can pause and rewind as much as you want. So let's get started. First thing you have to do is to make a copy of your master Eve file, which you're currently running right now, and put it in a different place. So to do this, you go to your little start button here, or if you have Windows XP, you hit here. You go to your master drive, usually it's computer. Most people automatically install Eve, so it is default drive will be C. Depending on your setup, or if you're computer savvy, you might set it up someplace else. But for our purposes today, I have installed on C drive. We double click on C drive, and there is our root directories. As you see here, I've already made a folder called Singularity. Singularity is basically the test server for Eve Online. It lets you run everything that you have in regular Eve, okay, but it lets you run it on a test server, so if you blow it up 100 times, it does not affect your master character on Eve. So as you see here, I've already made a folder that says Singularity, and if you see here, you see two program files. I'm running Windows 64-bit, Windows 7. So anything that's in x86 means it's 32-bit. Anything that's in program files is 64-bit. So as you see here, I go x86, and there is CCP. This is the folder that you'd like to copy. So all you have to do is right-click on the CCP folder when it's highlighted, and then you copy. Okay, and since I've already done it, I won't do it, but all you can do is just basically hit copy, and it goes away. So it's going to copy the folder. So you hit your back button, or if you have your Explorer, you can go back to your C drive. Okay, go back to your C drive, and as you see here, I already made a folder named Singularity. If you don't have one, you right click and you hit New, and you create a folder, and then you name it Singularity, or you can name it Dum Dum, or whatever you like to your liking. I usually make it Singularity, so I know that's Singularity folder. So now that I've made Singularity, I'm going to open up Singularity, and then all you have to do is just right click and hit paste. Once you hit paste, go get a cup of coffee, relax, and then come back a little bit later on, because it's going to take at least 5 minutes or so to copy, anywhere from 3 to 5 gigs, or whatever the size of the folder is. So once we do that, and the folder is done, you'll come back, and if you close it out, or you can just come back to computer, then you go into your C drive again, you go into your Singularity, and there's CCP. Then you'll see Eve. Open Eve up, and these are all your files. The one you want to see is going to say Eve. And if anything, I have it here because I do previews. But if you see here, if I say Eve, it's going to say application. Or if you see everything, it should say Eve CCP Eve.exe. So basically, you want to right click that, drag it to your desktop, and let it go. And then you want to create a shortcut. You do not want to move it. You want to create a shortcut. It is done correctly if you have a little arrow right here. So once I've done that, I'm going to close that. So I've already got one made, so I'm going to bring both of them up so you can see the difference. So right now, you go to right click on Eve shortcut that you just created, and you're going to go to properties. You're going to have different tabs. Okay, these are the compatibility modes for Vista and for Windows 7. Okay, and they have a couple other stuff right here, and they have previous versions of stuff that I have. But if you go to where it says shortcut, you see right here where it says target. This tells you exactly the path or the road where it's at. So if you look here, it says Singularity CCP Eve Eve.exe. So this is the most important part of it. Okay, when you're this is your shortcut you just created. You make a space after Eve.exe. Okay. Once again, look, space. Okay, you make one space before you do any modifications to this. Okay, that's what I tell people. Now, just to see, this is the before. Now I'm going to pull up the after. And as you see here, here is a clear picture of the after. Okay, now this is the part that you need to put in right here, which is the space /server semicolon 87.237.38.50. Once you put that in your shortcut, and you modify it, the apply button will light up. You hit apply, and then you hit OK. Once again, this is the shortcut here that you just made. This is what the shortcut's going to look like after you finish. This is what it looks like before. That's what it looks like afterwards. This is the part you're going to add to your shortcut. Now once you do this, you should have the shortcut on your desktop. Okay, but for my purposes, I'm going to just go here. I'm going to Singularity, and as you see, I use it a lot. That's why I have there. And then when it comes up, now that you see it up, it should say Singularity, and you know you've done it correctly. It usually will say uncompatible version. If it says uncompatible version, another screen will come up approximately right here, and I'll say, would you like to update? You say yes, and it should automatically update it. And it's going to update it to the latest upgrade patch. Please note that sometimes your skills might be 2 or 3 weeks behind. They might be maybe a week behind. But as everything is 100 ISK in Singularity, it won't matter. And just remember that if you don't have no money, you can just get the biggest ship you can and take it outside, self-destruct it, and get the free money, and you'll have instant money. And this is how you set up a Singularity test server, and hopefully we'll see you in here soon. Thank you, and have a good day.